Good morning, guys. So I decided to show you some of my workout today. I just finished my warm-up and glute activation, which I didn't film, but I will film as much of the other part of my workout as I can. We'll see kind of what happens, but and then I do want to chat about something a little bit later. I hope you're enjoying the vlog so far, and here's my workout for today.
As long as I can be with you, we have fun and games us two. Go ahead and prove me wrong. I know how to laugh alone. You could take me anywhere. I would trust you all the way there. I tried every loophole to never have to follow, keeping my heart closed. I thought I knew what I get myself into. You got me breathing better than ever. I'm working on it. You got me racing, trying to catch up. You're already there. I let go of my heart, every part. Don't wanna stop, just know how to start. I see you got me breathing better than ever. I'm working on it. I let go of my heart, every part. Don't wanna stop, just know how to start. I let go of my heart, every part. Don't wanna stop, just know how to start. You got me breathing better than ever. I'm working on it. You got me racing, trying to catch up. You're already there. I let go of my heart, every part. Don't wanna stop, just know how to start. I see you got me breathing better than ever. I'm working on it. Give me all that. So give me all that. Give me all your love and don't be rude to me. Give me what I need, don't be rude to me. Check you out, check your style. Ditch your friends, just come and hang out. To the bar and to the back. I just wanna touch you both. Like a shot from the dark. Yeah, we girls, we know how to rock. To the edge and back. We make the stars shine, make the stars shine bright. Hey, hey, come with me now. You're the best thing inside of this party. Nobody else, nobody like you. So give me all that.
Wow, that hot mess. Just finished my workout. It was pretty good. First time wearing these new shoes for lifting, like heavy lifting, and kind of hurt on the walking lunges actually. I might want to take them off next time. I don't know why. It's just uncomfortable with my toes, but for the most part with lifting and everything, it actually worked out really well. Sorry, I'm still out of breath right now. So they have a whole lot more, what's the word? They're more sturdy and they're also flatter, which is better than for lifting. My other shoes were kind of flat, but they're especially when they're getting really old and stuff, so they're kind of falling apart and they're really loose. And yeah, so that's good. Super happy I'm done. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go and take a shower and get on with my day now. Actually, I should probably stretch first. Yeah, I should do that. Let's do that.
Give me all that. So give me all that. Give me all your love and don't be rude to me. Give me what I need, don't be rude to me.
lady on the bus spoke English to me. That was fun. That never really happens. So I'm going to attempt to talk a little bit while heading home this last little bit from the gym. Hopefully you can hear me. Anyway, so in this vlog, I just wanted to go over something quickly that I hear people talk about a lot, and I really, really hate it. It's whenever they talk about burning calories in the gym or whatever, they like boast about how many calories they burn on the treadmill or whatever it is. And I kind of just want today, just a little bit, real quickly, want to go over why I hate that so much and why I think it's so unhealthy. I have to walk down the road, that's why you randomly stop. Anyway, so I really just cannot stand when people talk about that, because for me, it's just a super unhealthy mindset in my opinion. Because for me, whenever I think about calories in versus calories out, it makes this whole eating thing such a burden almost. Like, I have to eat, but don't eat too much because then you're gonna get fat. And I don't know, it just comes up to this super, but to me it just seems like super unhealthy. Shoulder workout. So when people talk about I went to the gym and burned 500 calories on the treadmill, to me, honestly, not only in my opinion is it a super unhealthy mindset, but it's also like, what the freak does that even do for you? It really doesn't do much at all. And when people are talking like that, and also the like calories in versus calories out thing, they have to be tracking in order to do that, which I think potentially could work for some people, but for the vast majority of people it does not work for, and they should never do it. And there is a way just to be healthy, just to live your life without tracking everything, without boiling down your life to a numbers game. I hate that so much. I think it's a terrible way to live, and it's not free, and it's not at all what I want to do for sure. My shoulder's getting so tired. It's like another shoulder workout here, and this is just my phone. This is not even my camera. Sorry if this footage is like super all over the place. Okay, sorry, I just got home. Anyway, so going back to what I was talking about before, when people talk about how many calories they burn at the gym or whatever, for the most part, they are usually talking about when they're doing LISS, which is low intensity steady state cardio, which is fine. Like, I don't think it's ever a good thing to talk about either or, because honestly, that's kind of going to extremes. So there's a big debate whether like all weightlifting or all cardio, and I think that's dumb. So I don't think you should do either or. So LISS is not a bad thing, and it has its place. I personally don't do it very often, but that doesn't mean it's a bad thing to do. But anyway, so when people talk about that, that's kind of what they're talking about when what they're doing, at least from the posts I've seen and from the things that I've heard people talk about. The thing about LISS is, as soon as you stop doing the cardio, so running on the treadmill or the elliptical or rowing machine or whatever, I don't even know because I don't do it. Anyway, so as soon as you stop doing that type of cardio, you actually stop burning calories. Like, you're just done afterwards. However, when you're weightlifting and also doing shorter bursts of cardio, such as HIIT or Tabata or something that uses weights in the cardio type stuff, or even just doing like super high reps for weightlifting, because you're using muscle and you're building muscle, you will continue to burn fat and burn calories throughout the rest of the day, for actually quite some time. So that's pretty cool. I don't think when people talk about how many calories they burned that day in the gym, I honestly am like, okay. Okay. It really doesn't mean that much, and to me anyway, and it's just, yeah, it doesn't mean that much. So I would say that you don't need to worry about how many calories you're burning so much. And this might be a little bit of a ramble, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna try to keep it short because I know like watching people talk forever is kind of boring sometimes. But you don't need to track or count calories or macros in order to be healthy and fit and lose weight. And that has never been something that I've wanted to do, just because I can see how unhealthy it is. And I know in my mind personally, it's just not it does not make me feel free. It does not make me feel able to just eat intuitively and just thrive and not allow food to control me. And I think that's the mindset that is around counting macros. And some people actually, it does work for them and it helps them to track and just kind of like see where they're at. I have tracked for like a week. I don't think I actually ever made it a week. The goal was to make it a week, and I don't think I actually did. But just to kind of see where I was at calorie-wise, to see if I was eating enough, because I tend to actually not eat enough, which is also not good because you cannot build muscle or lose fat if you're not eating enough. Anyway, so there is a place for counting macros, I believe. But I think there's this huge thing this myth, I guess, that if you want to lose weight, you need to count macros. And if you want to lose weight, you have to do these extreme things that are so unattainable. And that is just not true. A lot of the people, honestly, that you see on YouTube or Instagram or whatever, they're competitors, which is not even the health part of health and fitness. They will tell you, like, a lot of them don't get their periods. A lot of them are just, they themselves know that it's super unhealthy, especially when they get down to their like stage weight, because they're so lean and they're barely eating anything, and it's just super freaking unhealthy. And I hate that people are listening to that, because it's not how it's supposed to be. Sorry if this is like rambling, but I believe in this a lot. And it is so freaking sad to me that people are believing this crap or like following this crap. Like, it doesn't have to be this way. I'm not perfect at all, and I struggle on the daily, especially with all the changes I've been through lately. Like, people don't understand. People don't know a lot about my life right now, and all the changes that have been going on for the past year, especially, right now. But stop listening to your excuses. Like, every single one of you're not doing things because of excuses. And I've been there. And that's not to say they're not valid. Sometimes they are valid. But you have to figure out a way to move past them. And that doesn't mean doing anything extreme at all. Like, I do not do anything to the extreme. I'm all about like real people, normal people, fitness, who you don't have to make the gym or food or whatever the very center of your life if you don't want to. If you don't love it, that's fine. Like, you don't have to make it the very center of everything you do. You don't have to let it control your life. In fact, that's not a good thing to do, in my opinion. I believe that health and fitness just needs to help you have a better quality of life, so that when you go live your life, it's just better. Like, I used to struggle with depression, and I was such a negative person, and seeing where I've come from and where I am now is like literally night and day. Like, ask my fiance. He knew me back then. Obviously, we had just started dating when I went through depression, and it was a rough time. I'm surprised we're still together. And I was just so negative, and that controlled my life for the longest time. And I had to struggle from zero. Like, I was flat on my face on the ground for a long time, and I tried to work out, and it wasn't working, and I didn't see any progress, and I was frustrated, and I was mad at myself because I couldn't do what I wanted to do. And I was so upset that I let myself get so far off track. And I've been through a lot of stuff, okay? Like, I'm not here saying I'm perfect. I am so far from perfect. And even right now, like, there's so much mentally going on, and obviously I'm in Thailand now, which is insane. Like, who just moves to the other side of the world? Me, I guess. So, there's a lot of changes going on, and that's made it hard. Food is hard here because I'm just trying to figure out what, like, I was just starting to get down something that was working really well for me at home, and I was getting pretty lean, and it was awesome. And I'm not as lean now, and that's really hard, and I'm trying to be okay with it, and I'm trying to be like, you know what, that doesn't mean that I'm worthless, or it doesn't have anything to do with my identity. It doesn't mean that I am not fit or healthy anymore. It just means that I'm not at my best, but I'm working through those changes, and especially mentally. I have a lot of mental stuff that I'm working on and through right now, and I think that is the main thing that God's like throwing in my face, and like, this is your time to work on this stuff. The rest will be here. Like, when you work through that, the physical results will come. It will start to get easier. All of that stuff. Sorry, I don't know where all that like whole rant thing went or came from, but that's kind of what I'm thinking about today, I guess. I just want you to know that you're not alone in your frustration. I wish I had started with figuring out this healthy lifestyle thing before I did. I didn't really start until senior year of college, but I wasn't consistent. And so I barely saw any results that year because I wasn't really paying attention to what I was eating still. I was kind of just like, whatever. It doesn't matter. It matters. And also I just wasn't consistent. I let so many excuses get in my head. I didn't really have anybody keeping me accountable. Like, my boyfriend and I were doing it at the same time, which helped. So we did keep each other accountable a little bit, but he was just starting his journey as well. So it was hard for like him to motivate me when I didn't feel like it, and me to motivate him when he didn't feel like it, which we did do sometimes. But like I said, we were both starting off at the same time. So that made it kind of difficult because it wasn't like he was already like in the gym all the time and then like got me into it. Like, we were starting off together and we were brand new. Oh my God. I was so mad at myself all the time when I was in the gym. Not only was I intimidated at first, and not only did I not want to go at busy times or like when anyone was there, I would get so mad, and I took it out on him so much because I was just so mad at my performance. Like, I've always been an athlete, and I've always loved that about myself. And then I woke up one day when the depression stuff ended, and I was like, I literally gained 30 pounds in a semester. Yeah, I haven't talked about that stuff in a long time. Anyway, I'm sorry. This is like super rambly and probably making this video way too long. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope that you have enjoyed getting to know me a little bit, my story, where I come from, who I am. And I hope you enjoy this workout and this video as a whole as well. Please comment what you thought about what I was saying about burning calories, what your perspective is, where you are coming from. I would love to hear your comments on that. Please remember to give it a thumbs up before you go, and subscribe if you are new, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!
Check you out, check your style.